will discuss the constitutional isomers. So, what are constitutional isomers? Constitutional isomers are compounds that have the same molecular formula, different arrangement of atoms, different connectivity or bonding between atoms. So, ang constitutional isomers mao ni siya ang compounds nga same og molecular formula but lahi siya og structural arrangement. Bot pasabot, ang mga carbon atoms is nakakonek siya differently. Molecular formula versus structural formula. So, ang molecular formula shows only the number of each type of atom. So, ang molecular formula is only tells us kung pila ka carbon atoms ang naa. For example, carbon 4 og hydrogen 10, which is ang C4 og H10 means na 4 carbon atoms of 10 hydrogen atoms. So, ang structural formula sab is yan gipakita kung giunsa pag-connect sa mga atoms. So, makita natin dira sa ito ang PPT. Ang molecular formula ug ang example sa structural formula. So, why constitutional isomers occur? Constitutional isomers occur because carbon can form 4 covalent bonds, bond with another carbon atoms in different ways. So, nga naman ang constitutional isomers nag-occur? Tungod kay ang carbon forms 4 covalent bonds. Tungod ani nga property, ang carbon atom is makakonect siya in different ways. Pwede siya sa straight chains or sa branch chains mo-connect. So, pag mudaghan ang carbon atoms, the number of possible constitutional isomers is also mo-increase siya. So, karon atong tanawon ang first example which is the butane. Both compound is na molecular formula nga C4 o H10, diba? Meaning, sila duha is na 4 carbon atoms and 10 hydrogen atoms. So, sa number 1, the first is N-butane. The letter N stands for normal, which means ang carbon atoms is connected siya in one straight chain. The second one is isobutane, also called the 2-methylpropane. Unlike sa N-butane, one carbon atom is nag-form og branch, making the structure different. So, even though nga both compound is same sila molecular formula, makonsider Japon siya as constitutional isomers because the carbon atoms are connected differently. So, the next example is pentane. Ang molecular formula niya is C5H12. Unlike butane, ang pentane is naa siya 3 constitutional isomers. The first is N-pentane, which has a straight carbon chain. Then ang second is isopentane, or the 2-methylbutane, where one carbon atom forms a branch. And the third one is neopentane, or the 2,2-dimethylpropane, which means ang 2-methyl groups is naka-attach siya sa same carbon atom, making it most compact structure. Although nga ang 3 compounds is same og molecular formula, but they different in arrangement of their carbon atoms. So, same siya og molecular formula, pero ang pagka-arrange sa iyahang carbon atoms is lahi-lahi. 5 isomers of hexane. So, ang hexane has the molecular formula of C6H14 because nag-contain siya og 6 carbon atoms. There are now 5 possible constitutional isomers. These are first N-hexane, second 2-methylpentane, third 3-methylpentane, fourth 2,2-dimethylbutane, and lastly 2,3-dimethylbutane. So manotice nato na as the number of carbon atoms increases, ang number pod of possible structure also ma-increase. Tungod kay ang carbon atom can connect in many different ways while still keeping the same molecular formula. Longest carbon chain. When naming organic compounds, so first jud is i-identify nato ang longest continuous carbon chain. Kung ma-identify na nato ang longest chain is mono na siya ang pangalan sa atong parent name. Then, we number the chain so that the branches receive the lowest possible numbers. Example, longest chain equals 5 carbons. Then, ang parent name niya is pentane. UPAC naming. Basic rules. So, the UPAC naming system is the international method of naming organic compounds. So, here are the steps. First is find the longest carbon chain. Second, number the carbon atoms. Third, identify branches like methyl, ethyl, and etc. Fourth, give branches the lowest numbers. 5. Write the complete IUPAC name. Example, CH3, CH, CH2, and CH3. So, ang pangalan anak niya is 2-methylbutane kay upat man ka carbon. Then, ngano na 2 kay sa ikaduhang nga branch na ni-connect nga methyl, mong 2-methylbutane. Physical and chemical properties. Although constitutional isomers have the same molecular formula, they may differ in. So, bisan pa og ang constitutional isomers is same og molecular formula, pero lahi-lahi sila og physical and chemical properties. For example, boiling point, melting point, density, and reactivity. Tungod kay lahi-lahi man ang ilang structure, lahi-lahi sab ang ilang mga properties. Like ang sa physical properties, ang naa sa iya is boiling point, melting point, density, and shape, while ang sa chemical properties is reactivity, stability, combustion behavior. Their different structures affect how they behave. Importance in agriculture and organic chemistry. So, ang constitutional isomers is important because nakatawag siya sa mga scientists na identify ang compounds correctly. So, in agriculture, makatabang siya na makadevelop og mga fertilizers, pesticides, and veterinary medicines. So, understanding isomers is also makahelp siya og produce og safer and more effective agricultural products. Constitutional isomers is same molecular formula but different structural arrangement. Tungod kay lahi-lahi man sila og structure, so lahi-lahi pasab sila og physical and chemical properties. Importante jud na kasabot ta kung unsa nang constitutional isomers tungod kay importante kayo ni siya sa chemistry, agriculture, medicine, and many industries.